There's something electrifying about uncovering a secret boss in Black Myth Wukong. Can you feel that rush? These aren't just extra fights, they're hidden gems that challenge you in ways you never expected. Imagine stumbling upon a formidable foe while exploring. Secret bosses add an extra layer of excitement and depth to the game, pushing your skills to the limit. It's like a treasure hunt but with epic battles. So, are you ready to dive into every major secret boss across all chapters? I'll break down their mechanics, reveal their locations, and explain why they're absolutely worth the fight. What really sets these encounters apart is how they shift your perspective on the game. The thrill of the hunt is real. Some require near-perfect timing, while others demand a deeper understanding of the lore to uncover their weaknesses. It's these moments that make you feel like a true adventurer, navigating the unknown. If you are excited as we are about today's topic, show some love by liking and subscribing to Retro Pocket for more amazing content. And don't forget to share your own experiences with secret bosses in the comments. Elder Jinchi. Elder Jinchi is an ancient martial artist shrouded in mystery that you will find in the first chapter. You'll find him deep within the hidden forest, lurking in the shadows of a forgotten temple. His appearance is deceptive, old, and frail, but don't be fooled. His speed and mastery of the staff make him a formidable opponent. He mixes lightning-fast combos with punishing AoE attacks, forcing you to think on your feet. To Jinchi's unique ability is to paralyze you temporarily, leaving you vulnerable. You must time your dodges and focus on short, quick attacks to avoid getting caught. So, what is the reward? Well, it is a powerful staff imbued with lightning energy, which is a game-changer in the early stages. What really struck me about Elder Jinchi was how he challenges your perception of power. He embodies wisdom and experience, making every move feels deliberate and sharp. His paralysis attack is a nightmare if you're not paying attention, but the adrenaline rush of escaping it in the nick of time is unmatched. The setting of the battle, deep in a mist-covered temple, adds an eerie atmosphere that heightens the tension. And when you finally defeat him and claim that lightning-imbued staff, the sense of accomplishment is overwhelming. It's one of those fights that stays with you long after it's over. Elder Jinchi is a testament to the fact that age doesn't mean weakness, it means wisdom. Red Loong. The Red Loong is a terrifying dragon that resides in the depths of Fiery Mountain, making its grand appearance in the second chapter. Its massive, scaly body is covered in crimson flames, making the fight both visually stunning and dangerous. Red Loong's fire-based attacks can easily burn through your health bar, and it has a tendency to strike from the skies, leaving little room for error. What makes this battle so intense is the constant sense of danger. The flames aren't just part of Red Loong's attack, they become part of the environment, with lava pits and fiery geysers complicating every move you make. Timing becomes crucial, especially when the Red Loong takes to the skies and rains fire from above. I tried different strategies before I could understand the importance of the right moves. To defeat Red Loong, you need to focus on ice-based abilities to counter its fire. When it takes flight, aim for its wings to force it back to the ground. The reward for this fight is an upgraded flame shield and a rare fire-imbued weapon. The ice-based abilities feel immensely satisfying as you cool the beast's fury. By the end, the upgraded flame shield is a must-have for later fights, and the fire-imbued weapon adds an extra layer of strategy to your arsenal. It's a test of patience, skill, and the ability to thrive under pressure. Defeating Red Loong is a battle of elements, and only those who can outlast the firestorm will claim victory. Shigandang. Shigandang is a stone guardian, cursed to protect the tomb he once built, and you'll face him in the third chapter. With a body covered in ancient runes, this hulking figure towers over Wukong, attacking with slow but devastating blows. What makes Shigandang unique is his ability to summon smaller stone warriors, turning the battle into a chaotic mix of dodging and targeting the main boss. The key to winning is patience, dodge the slower attacks, and focus on taking out the minions first. Once isolated, Shigandang is vulnerable. Upon his defeat, you gain a unique rune that enhances your defensive abilities. What really adds to the intensity of the Shigandang fight is the oppressive atmosphere of the tomb. The dim lighting and eerie silence, interrupted only by the sounds of crumbling stone and heavy footfalls, create a sense of dread. As the stone warriors swarm, it's easy to get overwhelmed if you're not careful. The battle requires careful crowd control, balancing between dodging Shigandang's massive, earth-shattering blows and picking off his minions. It's not just about speed, but strategy, wearing him down by taking out his defenses before moving in for the kill. And when you finally defeat him, the defensive rune you receive feels like a fitting reward, giving you a much-needed edge for the tougher battles ahead. Shigandang may be slow, but his sheer resilience and the chaotic nature of the fight make him a true test of endurance. Shigandang may be slow, but his resilience will test even the most seasoned players. Black Loong. In the icy wastelands of the 4th chapter, the Black Loong reigns supreme. Unlike its fiery counterpart, Black Loong uses frost-based attacks to slow and freeze players in their tracks. Its serpentine body moves swiftly through the snow, making it difficult to predict its movements. What really sets the Black Loong apart is the way the entire environment works against you. The icy wastelands not only amplify its frost attacks, but also slow down your movements, making dodging its strikes even more difficult. Equip gear that boosts your resistance to cold, and use fire-based attacks to melt away its defenses. The fight is long and grueling, but the rewards are worth it. A rare frost-enhanced armor set and an ice-themed spear await those who can best this chilling foe. Every time it disappears into the snow, you're left anxiously anticipating where it'll strike next. It's a battle of patience and precision, forcing you to time your fire-based attacks perfectly while avoiding getting frozen in place. When you finally manage to land enough hits, the satisfaction is immense. The frost-enhanced armor set you earn not only looks incredible, but also provides essential protection against future icy encounters. And that ice-themed spear? It quickly becomes a favorite for its versatility and sheer power. This battle is one of endurance, as the Black Loong tests your ability to adapt to harsh conditions while keeping up with its lightning-fast, unpredictable movements. Black Loong is a master of the elements, and only those who can harness fire will succeed. Tiger Vanguard. The Tiger Vanguard is a fierce general you encounter in the 5th chapter, stationed at the Great Wall, waiting for those daring enough to challenge him. Clad in heavy armor and wielding dual blades, his combat style is relentless, forcing you to constantly be on the move. His brute strength can break through most defenses, and his roar stuns opponents, leaving them vulnerable. The trick is to keep your distance and wait for openings in his attack patterns. Defeating him rewards you with a unique set of tiger-themed armor, boosting your strength and agility. What makes the Tiger Vanguard fight stand out is the sheer intensity of his attacks. He never lets up, and every swing of his dual blades feels like it could end you if you mistime a dodge. His roar stuns you at the worst possible moments. This adds another layer of difficulty. It's not just a battle of strength, but also of timing. What I love the most in this chapter is that the backdrop of the Great Wall adds to the gravity of the fight. You feel like you're in the midst of a war zone, with the wind howling and the sound of clashing steel echoing through the battlefield. Every time you manage to dodge or land a hit, it feels like a small victory. And when you finally defeat him, the tiger-themed armor set not only looks imposing but also transforms your gameplay. This gives you the strength and agility to dominate future fights. It's one of those battles that tests your patience, skill, and determination. The Tiger Vanguard is the embodiment of raw power, and defeating him is a true test of endurance and skill. Fuban. Fuban is a desert bandit-turned-warlock who hides among the ruins of the vast desert in the 6th chapter. His dark magic and summoning abilities make this a battle of attrition. Fuban summons sandstorms to blind you and conjures shadow minions to drain your health. His attacks are more magical than physical, requiring you to stay mobile and focus on dealing damage between his spells. Equip items that enhance your resistance to magic and carry plenty of healing items for this one. The reward is a powerful spell scroll that allows you to summon shadow minions of your own. I feel like what makes Fuban such a standout boss is the way he uses the desert itself against you. I love the fact that the sandstorms actually become part of the fight. This makes it hard to see, forcing you to react more instinctively. His summoning abilities keep you constantly on edge. I found myself having to juggle between dodging his spells and quickly dispatching his minions. It's the kind of battle that keeps your heart racing the entire time. The dark magic feels oppressive, and there's a real sense of satisfaction when you finally break through his defenses. When you get that spell scroll at the end, it's like the game is handing you a piece of Fuban's own power. It allows you to use those shadow minions for yourself, which is a great reward for such a challenging, magic-focused fight. Fuban's fight is a battle of sorcery where only those quick on their feet will survive. The Mad Tiger in the Well. This boss truly lives up to his name, and honestly, I had fun with this character while I played the game. Found deep inside a well in a forgotten village during the 7th chapter, the Mad Tiger is a ferocious beast driven insane by isolation. I feel like the moment you step into the arena, you're immediately hit with a sense of dread. His wild, erratic movements and unpredictable attack patterns make this one of the most chaotic fights in the game. His unpredictability keeps you on your toes, and this is one of those battles where you can't afford to relax for even a second. He's fast, and his relentless attacks leave little room for recovery, so there's constant pressure. I found that using ranged attacks and keeping a steady pace was crucial to avoid being completely overwhelmed. The thrill of dodging his wild charges and landing those well-timed shots was intense. When you finally defeat him, the rare item you receive is more than worth it. It boosts your stamina and increases your speed, which is perfect for the more intense battles ahead. I also liked how the reward actually feels meaningful, especially after such a high-stakes fight. The Mad Tiger is the embodiment of untamed fury. One wrong move and you'll regret it. But the satisfaction of mastering this chaotic encounter is something I'll remember long after the battle is over. Captain Lotus-Vision. Captain Lotus-Vision is one of those bosses that you immediately respect the moment you step into the fight. Found guarding the sacred shrine in the 8th chapter, he's a blind warrior who compensates for his lack of sight with incredible senses and agility. I feel like his awareness of your every move makes him one of the most challenging opponents in the game. I love the fact that his blindness isn't a weakness. It's a strength. His precision with the staff and flawless combos can easily overwhelm you if you're not prepared. What makes Captain Lotus-Vision truly unique is his ability to predict your movements with uncanny accuracy. Dodging, something I often rely on, feels much less effective in this fight. I had to rethink my entire approach, focusing on patience and timing rather than just reacting in the moment. Waiting for him to exhaust his combos before launching a counterattack became essential to my survival. When you finally defeat him, the reward, a staff infused with light energy, feels incredibly satisfying. I loved how this new weapon adds an entirely new combo set to your arsenal, making it feel like you've earned something truly special. Facing Captain Lotus-Vision isn't just about brute force. It's a lesson in strategy and timing. I feel like this fight teaches you to slow down and think, reminding you that even the most daunting enemies can be defeated with the right mindset. This battle exemplifies the blend of skill and strategy that elevates the game beyond simple combat mechanics. Cyan Loong. The Cyan Loong is the guardian of the skies, residing atop the highest peak in the game. Can you imagine standing beneath this majestic creature? Its bright blue scales shimmer in the sunlight, reflecting a stunning array of colors. I mean, talk about a showstopper in the 9th chapter. Its ability to control wind and lightning makes this fight one of the most visually impressive. It swoops down with devastating lightning strikes, and trust me, you'll want to dodge those. Gusts of wind can push you off the mountain, adding a thrilling layer of challenge to the encounter. Your best bet is to use ranged attacks to clip its wings and force it to the ground. Timing is everything here. A well-placed shot can change the game. Upon defeating it, you'll receive a wind-based weapon and lightning resistance armor, making the effort well worth it. Just imagine strutting around in that new gear. The Cyan Loong is a test of your mastery of the elements. Get it wrong and you'll be blown away. But hey, that's what makes this chapter so exciting. You'll not only face a formidable foe, but also gain valuable rewards that enhance your gameplay. Prepare for a roller coaster of emotions as you take on this epic challenge. And don't forget, each encounter brings its own surprises. Keep your wits about you. Will you conquer the skies, or will the Cyan Loong send you plummeting down? This is one battle you won't want to miss. Yin Tiger. Yin Tiger is a ghostly figure, a reflection of Wukong's own inner darkness. Picture this: a haunting silhouette lurking atop Yin Mountain, waiting for its moment to strike. This spectral beast attacks with dark energy, capable of corrupting your health over time. It's like facing your fears personified. It moves silently, making it hard to predict its next move. You might find yourself second-guessing every step. The real challenge here is managing your health, as prolonged exposure to its attacks will drain you. Use purification items to cleanse the dark energy and stay on the move. Keep that inventory stocked. You'll need every advantage you can get. The reward is a shadow-infused weapon that increases your critical hit rate. Just imagine the thrill of landing those devastating hits. The Yin Tiger represents the darkness within Wukong, and defeating it is a symbolic victory as much as a physical one. Think of it as a battle not just for survival, but for self-discovery. As you face this formidable foe, expect a roller coaster of emotions: fear, determination, and the sweet taste of victory. Can you conquer the darkness and emerge stronger? This chapter isn't just about the fight. It's about confronting the shadows that linger within us all. Get ready for an experience that's as thrilling as it is profound. And remember, the journey doesn't end here. Each victory leads to new challenges ahead. So gear up and embrace the adventure that awaits. Non-Void. Non-Void is one of the most bizarre bosses in the game, and I feel that facing him was a truly mind-bending experience. Found in the ever-shifting voidlands of the 11th chapter, this amorphous entity defies logic and physics in ways I never expected. What was amazing is that it warps reality around it, creating illusions that left me momentarily disoriented. This makes the battle feel surreal. Every encounter felt like I was stepping into a realm where the rules of nature no longer applied. Non-Void's attacks are unpredictable, ranging from warping space to creating temporary clones of Wukong to attack you. I found that equipping items that boost my mental resistance was crucial for survival, as the illusions can be incredibly disorienting. I loved how this added an extra layer of strategy to the fight. It forced me to stay focused on dodging rather than relying on parries. This battle demanded a heightened sense of awareness and adaptability, pushing my skills to the limit. The reward for defeating Non-Void is a unique ability that allows you to manipulate space for a short period. It feels like a game changer in subsequent battles. This boss is truly a battle of the mind, and only those who can keep their sanity will triumph. I left feeling not just victorious, but also mentally invigorated from the challenge. It was a profound reminder that overcoming psychological obstacles is just as important as physical prowess in the game. Yellow Loong. In Chapter 18, I encountered the enigmatic Yellow Loong, the guardian of the ancient sunken palace. Let me tell you, this battle was nothing short of exhilarating. Its bright blue scales shimmer in the sunlight. Its ability to control wind and lightning makes this fight one of the most visually impressive I've ever encountered. I feel completely awed by how it swoops down with devastating lightning strikes, while gusts of wind threaten to push you off the mountain. I love the fact that the whole experience feels epic, with the stunning visuals adding to the adrenaline rush. Your best bet is to use ranged attacks to clip its wings and force it to the ground. Upon defeating it, you'll receive a wind-based weapon and lightning resistance armor. I really appreciated how these items not only enhance your gameplay, but also reflect the elements of the battle. Cyan Loong is a test of your mastery of the elements. Get it wrong, and you'll be blown away. Supreme Inspector. The Supreme Inspector is quite a character in the 13th chapter, and I have to say, facing him was a memorable experience. I feel like he embodies this intriguing backstory, once a loyal servant of the Emperor, now turned into the court's secret executioner. Clad in striking golden armor and wielding a massive hammer, he delivers these slow but incredibly powerful strikes that really make you think twice about getting too close. I love this fight because it isn't just a one-on-one. His ability to summon royal guards mid-battle turns it into this chaotic brawl that keeps you on your toes. The best part of the game for me was figuring out how to take out the guards first to regain some control. I think that prioritizing those distractions really made a difference, especially since his sweeping attacks can deal serious damage. When you finally bring him down, the reward, a hammer imbued with royal energy, feels so satisfying. I loved how it's capable of breaking through heavy armor, which is perfect for the tougher battles ahead. The Supreme Inspector is a powerful reminder that even the most loyal servants can fall from grace, and conquering him really drives that point home. Overall, I had a lot of fun when I played this particular chapter. By the end of this chapter, I was really hooked onto the game for some odd reason. The Scorpionlord. I faced one of the most intense battles in the game when I moved on to the 14th chapter. Lurking in the poisoned sands, the Scorpionlord is a venomous boss that I found to be both challenging and thrilling. I feel like this fight really tests your ability to manage health while staying agile. His massive scorpion claws and tail are no joke. They strike with deadly precision, delivering poison that drains your health way too quickly. I really loved the atmosphere of the fight. The graphics of the game adds to the tension, with constant poison in the air making every move feel critical. The best part of the game for me was figuring out the strategy to equip items that reduce poison damage. I think it's essential to stay focused and wait for the right moment to strike when his tail is exposed. One wrong move and you may face more challenges while playing this chapter. When you finally defeat him, the reward, a venom-infused weapon and unique poison resistance armor set. It feels incredibly satisfying. I was amazed at how this gear not only enhances my character, but also gives me the confidence to take on tougher challenges. The Scorpionlord is truly a battle of endurance, and one slip-up can lead to a swift defeat, which just makes the victory all the sweeter. The best part of this encounter is the sense of accomplishment I felt after overcoming such a formidable foe. It really encapsulates what makes this game so engaging. Daoist Mi. Daoist Mi is a fascinating character that I encountered in the 15th chapter, and I have to say, he really embodies the idea of a true trickster. I feel like his mastery of illusions and teleportation makes every moment in this fight feel unpredictable and exhilarating. Found in the mystical gardens, he constantly shifts between dimensions. This makes it incredibly challenging to land a hit. I was a little confused because his attacks aren't particularly strong. However, his true strength is his ability to confuse and disorient you that truly tests your skills. The best part of the game for me was learning how to counter his tricks. I think using items that boost your accuracy is essential. I quickly discovered that quick, light attacks were the way to go to catch him off guard. Each time I landed a hit, it felt like a small victory because he was so slippery. Defeating Daoist Mi not only felt rewarding, but it also granted me a unique teleportation ability. This allowed me to briefly phase through enemy attacks in future encounters. This ability completely changed my playstyle, adding a new layer of strategy to battles. Daoist Mi is the ultimate trickster, and only those with sharp reflexes and a keen sense of timing will outwit him. I loved the challenge he presented, as it pushed me to refine my skills and think on my feet. Overall, facing him was a memorable experience that added depth to my journey. The Duskveil. In Chapter 16, titled The Duskveil, I found myself facing a truly captivating boss that completely transformed my gaming experience. The Duskveil is this shadowy figure shrouded in darkness, and it controls all the creepy creatures of the night. This made it a formidable opponent that sent chills down my spine. I feel like this battle takes place in the atmospheric Twilight Valley, which really sets the mood with its eerie sounds and dim lightning. The moment I stepped into the arena, I was enveloped by an unsettling ambiance that heightened the tension. The boss uses stealth and speed to outmaneuver you, and its attacks are quick and relentless. I was captivated that you can use fire-based abilities to illuminate the battlefield. It helped to reveal its true form and giving you a fighting chance. The best part of the game for me was discovering how vulnerable the Duskveil becomes in bright light, which added an exciting strategic element to the encounter. This meant I had to balance my offensive moves with smart use of light spells, which kept me on my toes. When you finally defeat it, the reward is a shadow-infused cloak that enhances your stealth abilities. I think is an incredible addition to your arsenal, allowing for more creative approaches in future battles. This battle truly tests your perception. Those who can see through the shadows will emerge victorious, and I absolutely loved every minute of it. Mother of Flamlings. I faced one of the most exhilarating encounters in the game, the 17th chapter. The Mother of Flamlings is a massive lava-dwelling creature that commands a horde of flame creatures. The fact that she is found deep within the lava caves. The atmosphere is filled with intensity and danger, and it really kept me wondering what is coming next. The moment I entered her domain, the heat was palpable, and the flickering shadows made every corner seem alive. Her fireballs come at you fast, and when she summons those waves of flamlings. I felt completely overwhelmed at times when I played the game as it got through skin at one point of time. I think the key to this fight is controlling the adds. Taking out the flamlings first is essential to prevent being overrun. I quickly learned that ice-based abilities not only dealt extra damage to her, but also extinguished those fiery minions. This helped to their own flames against them. Timing was crucial. I had to carefully manage my resources while dodging her explosive attacks. When I finally triumphed over her, the reward was incredible. A fire-resistant armor set and a unique weapon that channels lava energy. The best part of the game for me was this epic battle of fire and ice. I felt that only those who can control the flames will prevail. The adrenaline rush from this encounter made it one of my favorite moments in the game. I even went back to play this chapter all over again, only to feel the same thrill that I got when I played it the first time. Bishui Golden-Eyed Beast. Now things chanced when I moved on to the 18th chapter called The Golden-Eyed Beast. I encountered one of the most captivating battles in the game. The majestic creature has gleaming golden eyes and is found patrolling the River of Clouds. This making it a stunning sight as it gracefully moves through the air. I love the fact that its attacks are swift and precise, often hitting before I even had time to react. I feel the real challenge here lies in the narrow battlefield. One wrong move and you could be sent plummeting into the river below, which definitely adds to the thrill. That danger adds an exhilarating adrenaline rush that kept my heart racing throughout the fight. I found that using ranged attacks to weaken it from a distance worked well, allowing me to wait for those precious openings in its attack patterns to strike back. I must admit, at first I couldn't understand this strategy, but once I got the hang of it, I was able to finish this chapter easily. The reward for this victory is a golden bow that enhances my accuracy and speed, which is fantastic for future battles. The best part of this encounter was the sense of urgency and the need for sharp reflexes. It reminded me that precision is everything in this game, and I absolutely loved every moment of it. By the end of this chapter, I was actually looking forward for the other chapters. Baw-Lang-Lang. I found myself facing a truly unique challenge in the peaceful bamboo grove. I love the fact that this trickster spirit embodies the playful nature of the grove but can swiftly transform the battlefield into utter chaos with its illusions and traps. I feel like I was constantly on edge, trying to anticipate where it would strike next as it kept shifting the terrain around me in the 19th chapter. The best part of this fight was figuring out the strategy. I equipped items that boosted my perception. It allowed me to focus on dodging the illusions while waiting for the real Baw-Lang-Lang to show itself. It really tested my ability to stay focused. One slip-up and I would lose track of reality. The reward for my perseverance was a bamboo-themed staff that enhanced my illusion magic, which felt like a perfect way to honor this tricky encounter. I think the whole experience was a brilliant blend of fun and challenge that kept me engaged throughout. I was genuinely surprised by how much I enjoyed adapting to the spirit's antics. Each moment was unpredictable, and I loved that thrill. It made every second of the fight feel exhilarating. As I navigated through this chaotic battlefield, I found myself laughing at the spirit's antics. This made the fight feel even more alive. The clever use of the environment added another layer of excitement to the battle. I can't help but appreciate how it challenged my reflexes while simultaneously keeping me entertained. Top takes bottom, bottom takes top. Honestly, when I got to know that I was reaching the end, I was a little upset about it. During the entire course of the game, I had so much fun. In the final chapter, I faced one of the most unique bosses, and it was nothing short of exhilarating. This boss is found in the mirror dimension, where it constantly shifts between two forms. One moment, it's all about high-speed attacks that keep you on your toes, and the next, it's delivering slow, powerful strikes that can knock you off balance. I enjoyed this mechanic added layers of strategy to the battle. The trick is to learn the timing of its shifts and adjust my strategy accordingly, which I found both challenging and rewarding. I feel that equipping items that enhance my adaptability was crucial in this fight. I focused on exploiting the weaknesses of each form, which made me feel like I was really in control of the battle. The reward for conquering this formidable foe is a mirror-infused weapon that allows me to shift forms mid-combat, adding even more depth to my gameplay. The best part of this encounter was the feeling of balance I needed to maintain throughout the fight. Mastering both forms meant I could dominate the battle, and that sense of empowerment was incredible. This boss fight not only tested my skills but also highlighted everything I loved about the game: strategy, adaptability, and sheer thrill. Secret bosses in Black Myth Wukong are more than just optional encounters. They represent the ultimate challenge and reward within the game. Each boss, from the swift attacks of the Cyan Loong to the mind-bending abilities of Non-Void, offers a unique experience that truly tests your skill, patience, and strategic thinking. I love defeating these formidable foes. Not only grants powerful items, but also deepens the game's rich lore. Whether you're just starting your journey or you're a seasoned veteran, these secret bosses are worth every ounce of effort. They push you to adapt and evolve, making the victories all the more satisfying. I think it's crucial for every player to take on these challenges and experience the adrenaline rush firsthand. So, let us know in the comments which secret boss pushed you to your limits. Hit that like button if you found this helpful. Show your support by liking and subscribing. Let's reach 10,000 subscribers together.